Welcome to Ghetto News. I am your host, Yeshua Pandera.
This nigga's crazy.
Before we get to our breaking ghetto news, give y'all a little something, a little information about what this video is about. Gonna give y'all some I'm gonna give y'all some information from Paul Begley.
What?
A special message from the creator of The Promised Land, Catherine Irvin.
Too much juiciness.
And the death of a heathen. So, as I begin, let me say this, motherfuckers. Here in Gary, Indiana, we had a whole bunch of snow. Something I tried to talk about on TikTok, but I got censored.
Sit your ass down. God damn.
Temperature has dropped like a motherfucker. We had like 5 to 9 inches of snow over the last, over a 2-3 day period, whatever it was. And now the temperature is like super duper freezing. I took the screenshot, and as you can see, 2 degrees feels like minus 13 degrees. We had a whole bunch of snow came through, and it's still snowing here in Indiana. What up, nigga? Brother. You know what? Before I continue, in case y'all don't know, now I'm pretty sure many of y'all have noticed that we, all of a sudden, you are no longer able to see the dislikes on our videos. For those of you who don't know, let me tell y'all why that is. One of the reasons why YouTube is no longer allowing the public to publicly see our dislikes is because YouTube themselves have been disliking our videos. That's one reason. So they want to try to, prevent motherfuckers like me from talking about this shit. We got, those of us who are uploading videos, we can still go to our page, and see the dislikes. Supposedly, I ain't even really looked. But, publicly, you can't see the dislikes. Yeah, YouTube been disliking our videos because obviously that affects this algorithm shit. But, for those of you who don't know, do y'all know the real reason why they turned off the dislike buttons? Won't allow you to publicly see that shit? The reason is because with all this bullshit that's going on in our world right now, y'all know what I'm talking about. Whenever these wicked ass motherfuckers put out information on YouTube, for example, mainstream media, for example, they will put up a video talking about all this crazy shit, and they will get thousands, tens of thousands of views. And they will get 100 likes, 200 likes. But they will also get thousands of dislikes. The powers that be. Mainstream media talking about all this bullshit, ain't telling the truth, and their videos getting disliked like a motherfucker, getting all these views but getting thousands of dislikes. That's why they turned the dislikes off. Now let you see that shit, because they embarrassed like a motherfucker. But once again, I got something else to tell y'all, because not everybody knows this shit. That's another reason why they turned off that motherfucking dislike shit. YouTube. Y'all may not know this, but YouTube, yeah, they got their own channel. YouTube has the most disliked video in the history of YouTube.
Paul Begley.
Woohoo! Yeah. All right, Mike. Great to have you on tonight. We're very blessed to have you, and it's a privilege and an honor. Let me just say to you now, you 2 weeks ago told us, you said, you know what? There's going to be a mid-January, there's going to be a super blizzard that's going to hit the United States. So just kind of keep your eyes open. Well, Mike, there's a super blizzard. They just named it Izzy. The Weather Channel said it's going to affect multiple hundreds of millions of people. It's this weekend, mid-January, January 15th and 16th. And I've shared some earlier in the broadcast. It is a ton of snow, a ton of ice, freezing rain and sleet, and it covers a huge swath of this planet. I want to ask you, is this the super blizzard that you were talking about?
Well, it's just like one, Pastor Paul, and I'll tell you what, it's a good gauge. People should, because this is an example of what happens when, these high pressure systems begin to form. And they start to coalesce with these low pressure systems. You have just this scenario, and the weather people are having a hard time trying to find a name for some of this phenomena. And it's about to get worse because remember, in the summertime, this summer coming up is going to be the worst of the worst. That's when I expect storms to span the totality of the U.S. One storm would span the totality of the U.S. And you can quote this on the Weather Channel or any meteorologist out there. They're going to say, well, this is not one big storm. This is a combination of 3 or 4 storms. It's not one big one. They're going to have to emphasize that because people are going to start noticing these giant high pressure systems, which is unnatural. We have one right now. It formed in Canada. It was sucking down super cold Arctic temperatures, spreading them all over the place. And so it resulted in this storm. We have a couple of low pressure systems driving this storm. So when it's picking up tons of moisture, you have air coming in from space. And then, of course, the moisture in the earth. And it's strange, too, Pastor Paul. This storm is causing people skin problems. I wonder if people have noticed that their skin is a bit drier than normal, not simply from heat, but we're talking about chapped skin. The process is already beginning, right? And that's with ample humidity.
So are you saying, well, if it's affecting the skin, is it because it's sucking the humidity up into the air? Or...
Yeah, it's taking it from everywhere. Just imagine a time, though, Pastor Paul, when humidity, when it's about 120 degrees with 10% humidity. Now imagine that. That would be devastating. That would be very devastating.
Your lips would crack. Your mouth.
So would your fingertips. When it's at 10% and the temperature's over 80 degrees, your fingertips will crack in half, right? Okay. Without moisture. So people are going to have to find personal solutions to this. And of course, we're having a severe water shortage that's beginning to surface. So humidifiers and things like that may be, out. That may be out. But this weather phenomena is happening, and they just reported this morning. Well, they didn't report it, so this is early, but the Earth had a noticeable tilt. And if they were trying to confirm it, and it's in fact confirmed, the Earth has moved in the last 3 days, or our tilt is changing. Something is really tugging at the Earth in a very big way, a very significant way, a very noticeable way. And it's only a matter of weeks before everybody begins to, they're going to wonder, because eventually we're going to look up at the heavens and see the constellations in the wrong place. That's how it's going to tilt. And this process has begun. I would say as of today, this process has begun in a noticeable way.
Now, is that going to affect the northern, is this Isaiah 24 when it says the earth is going to flip upside down? Is that what's happening? We're having a pole shift or tilt. What do you mean?
The entire earth is changing its position. Keep in mind, we have some very large external influences out there, right? They're tugging at the sun. Jupiter has had a concentration of storms on one side. That's unheard of, right? It's unheard of. Saturn, the geometrical pattern at the pole of Saturn has also shifted in the direction of the storms. Jupiter has been forming on one side. So something on one side of us, the opposite side of us, is pulling pretty hard down. And as we continue to go through the days, it will significantly change all weather patterns. So nobody should be surprised. Really about this storm is a bit different in that it's going to be you could call it a gateway to many more things that will begin to expose the true state of our land here. But, these devastations are going to multiply. They're going to increase. They're going to, more and more frequently, we're going to entertain storms like this.
We're in the last days.
It's your ass, Mr. Postman. Before we continue our Ghetto News report, I have a special message from the creator of the Promised Land, Catherine Irvin. The mind of a goddess.
Dummy.
People are being exposed. Obama is being exposed because you supposed to have done this a long time ago, boo-boo. And you pussyfooting around, and now you looking like an ass. When people see the Promised Land, they kind of thinking like, well, damn, but is it about your personal life or is it about us getting to the Promised Land? It's about your personal life, and who gives a fuck? We trying to get somewhere. You playing. We got kids and everything. Kids don't want to hear about you care about your shitty ass personal life.
The mind of a goddess.
Now, what I see happen with the church is this: the abominable church. They still wanted us to pray for them, but they wanted to keep their monetary wealth. They wanted to keep their blessings for themselves. So what did they do? They came up with white Jesus. They came up with Caesarea. And Caesarea made it so that, we don't really got to pray for you Israelites, but we need you guys to pray for us. But it's all about, hey, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You guys, if you work hard, you can do whatever it is that you guys want. So therefore, that kind of absolved them from actually holding up their end of the bargain. So therefore, they could keep all of the things that they were given as far as their blessing and keep it for themselves and pass it down to generation to generation to their children. But as far as actually having to take care of their end of the bargain, which was to support Israel, to help Israel, they didn't have to do that. That's what their religion has pretty much set up. So therefore, that whole covenant of like working together to actually do the will of the Most High was broken, and they broke that with that religion they set up. You see, so. Like I said, the Most High has everything set up for a reason. I said, you Gentiles do not have He doesn't hear the prayers of sinners. It says that in your scriptures. So you needed us to pray for you, and you set up an entire religion where we would still pray for you guys. I says, but you guys actually taking care of your end of the bargain, which is like supporting Israel, blessing Israel like you're supposed to. You didn't have to do. You bless everyone else except for Israel. You set up a religion where, screw Israel. I'm gonna help everybody else, but I'm not gonna help them. And now, like I said, the whole plan of the Most High, was all turned upside down. And I had that whole concept. It was actually from it was from one of the other books. You know, it was from one of the other books. I don't remember because it was a few years ago that I actually did that video. How can you push somebody on bootstraps if you don't have any boots? Exactly. So like I said, you guys, the Gentiles, you guys had certain responsibilities, and you did not. You said you didn't do it. You didn't hold up your end of the bargain. You know, yes, and that's the thing with the 70 shepherds. Yes, we were supposed to go to the bottom. We were supposed to be at the bottom. I says, but you guys still had a certain way you're supposed to treat us. There are certain laws that you're supposed to treat your servants. You know, you're supposed to treat your servants a certain way. And you guys broke all of those laws. And you came up with a religion that like pretty much allowed you to enjoy your blessing without having to do your part as far as taking care of Israel. You imagine if, hey, yeah, we were at the bottom. We served you guys. We still we served you. I said, but you didn't have to make our curses so bad. You didn't have to make it like this, as bad as it is, as bad as it's been. But you guys didn't care, and you still don't care.
And now for our breaking ghetto news alerts. I know y'all like about time. Shout out.
Fucking ghetto!
As many of y'all know, I made a couple of videos with my sister who lives in East Chicago. She's notorious for saying shit like this.
We gonna have to look at it, because if I look horrible, we doing it on.
It's already on.
You
I'm
dirty
done.
bastard.
It's on. This is live.
You lying.
Yeah, it's a live stream.
I ain't say I want to be on no fucking live.
And not too long ago, she sent me some information about this heathen ass nigga that I've known for many years. Found out this motherfucker just died. His name is Charles. He was found dead in his home. Now, this motherfucker is infamous in East Chicago, Indiana. He was notorious, well known for being verbally and especially physically abusive to women. And there was a little incident that took place between that motherfucker and my sister who lives in East Chicago. Like I said, I've known this motherfucker for many years, and he was one of my friends. Like most motherfuckers who ain't shit is my friend. Don't get me started on that shit. But I've had my issues with that motherfucker as well. But like I said, there was some shit that went down between him and my sister. And me and my sister, in the first Ghetto Tales video that we made together, she talked about that incident. So I put together a little clip, and I'm going to let y'all hear out of my sister's own mouth about what happened between her and this deceased individual. Let's take a look.
Oh, Michael, let me tell you a story that you don't know about. It ain't the family. It ain't the family.
What is
It's Charles.
Charles who?
Charles.
That asshole Charles?
Yes.
The one that fixed cars?
Yes.
What that? Wait, okay, you know.
Look, Michael,
wait a
let
minute.
me
Go
tell you
ahead.
something.
What
Let me tell you
you
something.
got to say?
Me and Charles were sitting right here one night at this table. You know, I kind of like it. He kind of sexy. He ugly, but he's a sexy fucker. But anyway, he reminded me of Anthony, Chucky brother. He kept on telling me, let's go to my apartment. He's still right over him. Let's go over there right now and bust his window.
I'll go over there and beat the shit out of that
But
motherfucker.
anyway, Michael, he stayed right over here on Nate Street, a few blocks. So he finally convinced me, let's go to his apartment. Nice as hell. Had all kind of food and stuff. I said, me and Shantae need to come here when we ain't got no food.
You talking about the same motherfucker that be fixing cars?
Yes, Charles. Ain't but one.
Motherfucking bitch.
I ain't finished. I ain't tell you why you probably need to beat his ass.
I am. What the fuck you do? What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
Will you shut up? We sitting at his table. Nice ass apartment. I'm talking about nice, Mike. We sit at his table. First of all, he keep going in the room every 5 minutes. You know why?
Brother.
But Michael, it made him start acting crazy.
Uh.
Now, first of all, he had all this food. I did have a big can of tuna he gave me for law. He don't stay about a block over here.
Mm.
All of a sudden, he started standing around. Like he paranoid. Starring shit with me. I also noticed he went back there and locked the back door. I also noticed he locked the fucking front door. And I done heard about him trapping girls in his apartment, too. Beating them up and going to jail. But anyway.
But it's still out, though, ain't it?
But wait a minute, Michael. You know I'm good. I know how to talk my way out of shit. So, he was standing there. Just like he was paranoid, like the demons was after him. Because you know what? Like I tell everybody, I don't care if you do crack, but don't fucking start acting stupid. You can do crack all you want. So what I did, I went to the front door, it was locked. He told me, don't open that door. And I said, oh, I'm not. I said, because I hear somebody out there talking anyway, lying, you know. So when I said that, oh yeah, and I was looking all around trying to play it out. What the fuck you looking around for? I said, because it's nice. You got a nice apartment. I know how to play this shit off. I did. I said, because it's nice. You got a nice apartment. Fooling his stupid ass. So anyway, he came to the front door and I locked it. Because he was going to bring me back home. He got a red car just like Murphy's too. But Michael, when I got out of that door, he didn't come out yet. You know, he was acting like he had to do something. So when I stepped outside, I started running my ass off.
You ran all the way home?
Hey, Michael, with that big can of tuna.
you ran all the way home?
Mike, you know what? It's like 2 blocks over here, though. It ain't no way. I ran all the way home, and all while I was running home, he was calling me, too.
Was you in pain when you got
No.
You were in pain when you got home?
Nope.
God damn.
I just kept looking, make sure he wasn't coming. But the thing about it is, too, he don't like to drive at night either.
See, this asshole.
But later in my so I ran all the way home. But all while I was running home, he was calling me, and I ain't answered the phone. And that was it. But not too long ago, I went in the store and saw him in there. But he told me before he saw me in there, but he didn't say nothing. But he came up to me trying to say something, I just ignored him. And then I just seen him the other day, too, and he didn't say nothing at all. He crazy, Michael. And I'm telling you, I don't care about nobody doing drugs, crack. You do what the hell you want to do. But don't start acting stupid.
And see,
suppose I'd have been way somewhere else with him.
I told you that motherfucker. He told me that he had a dream.
Oh, God. Where that wine go?
Oh, I got it right here. He told me that he had a dream.
I'm gonna hold up to sleep.
Check this out. He told me he had a dream that I killed him.
Oh, he told me that. Oh, he's so scared of you, it's pitiful.
He better be. I'm gonna get his ass. I ain't gonna kill him with my bare hands and
Michael,
no
look,
knives and all that shit. I'm gonna use my spiritual power and I'm gonna get rid of that bitch.
Let me tell you what to do, too. Hit him in his knees. He got bad knees. Sometimes he walk with a cane.
I'm gonna do like my boy said. Knock him right up in his fucking nuts.
I'll take you where he live right now, unless he's in the mood. But I know he live right here on the next block. He don't live nowhere from here.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna use my spiritual power and I'm gonna get rid of that bitch. I'm gonna use my spiritual power and I'm gonna get rid of that bitch. The Grim Reaper strikes again. But you niggas still think I'm play pimping, don't you? Oh. Well, Lord, he's so entertaining. Oh. These motherfuckers just dying left to right. Now, before I close out this edition of Ghetto News, I got something very, very special to tell y'all. So please, everybody, pay attention to what I'm about to say. Listen to this shit, niggas. Listen to this shit, niggas. Now, many of y'all know noise. As many of y'all know, the player Lord, Yeshua Pandera. I have, this Cash App card shit, And I've only put this Cash App thing, I only put this in the video just one time. So I'm going to do it again this time. Anybody who has the, opportunity to donate to the Cash App fund, please help a nigga out. Send a nigga $1, whatever you can. $ KAAY30. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I gotta smoke. That's right. I gotta smoke my cigars. And I need all the motherfucking cigars that I can get. And the reason why I need all the motherfucking cigars I can get is because when I make videos, I always gotta smoke. Yeah, I gotta smoke while I'm making these videos, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm getting ready to make more and more videos from this point forward, more than I ever have before. So I'm gonna need my cigars. So y'all can help a nigga out. Cash App. Hook me up. The reason I'm gonna make more videos is because I ain't got shit to do. So, listen to me, everybody. Please continue to follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. And most importantly, y'all, follow me on Rumble, motherfucker. The name of my Rumble channel is called Pandera. That's right. Pandera. Rumble channel Pandera. I already got a video uploaded for y'all to check out. Come on over. That video, check it out. I'm pretty sure y'all find out that video is very, very interesting. Rumble channel Pandera. Link will be in the description box. Also, anybody want to get in contact with me, my email address is playerlord144@aol.com. That's playerlord144@aol.com. Motherfuckers.
Woohoo! Yeah!
So, yeah. Rumble. Come check me out. What more can I say? Other than this. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. It's on like popping cone. Let's do that shit. Play a Lord!
For the great day of his wrath is come.
That's our Ghetto News report for this evening. I am your host, Yeshua Pandera. Play a Lord, Mr. DMT. But for all my ladies out there, you can call me Michael. Pimpin'. Come check me out on Rumble, y'all. May you all have a blessed evening. Wedding feast of the Lamb, come dance with a star. Have you ever made love with a god? The greatest of all time, but I am not the GOAT. I thought you knew, now you all know. I offer you love, you don't have to be alone. My job is complete and it's time I go. Our frequency will rise, while the rest move slow. Come with me, I'll make love to your soul. High frequency. Now that we've come to the end, we have ascended and there's no more sin. No more pain and we cannot die. We the 12 tribes and the righteous Gentiles. All sins are forgiven. And now that our mission is completed, now it's time to start living. I, the Messiah, I play a Lord. Still got it going on even when I'm going off.
The Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper.
It's your ass, Mr. Postman.